Hollywood, California, Monday, June 28th. The Lux Radio Theatre presents Walter Winchell and Josephine Hutchinson in The Front Page with James Gleason. Lux presents Hollywood. We appreciate your enthusiasm for Lux Flakes. It is your regular purchase of Lux which enables us to bring you this program, sponsored by Cecil B. DeMille, with Louis Silvers conducting. Tonight's stars are Walter Winchell, Josephine Hutchinson, and James Gleason. We had hoped at this time to bring you Miss Amelia Earhart. However, she has not yet completed her sensational round-the-world flight, so will be heard instead next Monday evening from the Lux Radio Theatre, if she will have arrived by that time. Our guests tonight are Miss Kathleen Howard, fashion editor of Photoplay magazine, and John McSue, fabric expert and motion picture technical advisor. From our stage on Hollywood Boulevard, we welcome you to another hour in the Lux Radio Theatre. Before we start our play, I'd like you to hear a letter we received from Miss Miriam Kint, who lives in Easton, Pennsylvania. Here's what she says.
I can never thank you enough for your fine products and your equally fine entertainment. I'd miss both of them very much if I ever had to do without them. I never get tired of them. I'm a radio fan, a movie fan, and a Lux fan. I couldn't keep house without it.
Well, Mrs. Kent and others will agree that one thing which makes housekeeping much easier is washing dishes in Lux. Lux Flakes dissolve instantly into rich, creamy suds, which mean easier dishwashing and softer, prettier hands. And no wonder, for Lux is free from harmful alkali that roughens and cracks your skin. Lux for all your dishwashing costs only a trifle a day. And now, Mr. Cecil B. DeMille.
Greetings from Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. His mother named him Walter Winchell, but they call him the man who owns Broadway, the Burbank of the printed page. He made a halo of an orchid and turned a scallion from a vegetable to a stinging rebuke. He's the most original, most highly paid, most copied, and most widely known among reporters. When at a loss for words, Walter simply makes up new ones. To him, people don't get married, they middle aisle. They don't talk on the radio, they radio-rate. They're not glamorous picture personalities, but cinema actors. He's found that news walks at night, so he chases it in a car with a radio and a police siren. He's left-handed and does not carry a gun. Born in New York in 1897, he knew that a good education was essential to success. So instead of quitting school at the 4th grade, he patiently plodded through till the 6th. At 14, he was singing in a newsboys' sextet, produced by Gus Edwards. His teacher was our musical conductor, Lou Silvers, who had to rescore the music every day because Walter's voice changed every 2 minutes, like a woman's mind. Walter got his first smell of printer's ink by publishing a small theatrical sheet called News Sense. It was the spark that set off the journalistic skyrocket, which has carried him along to his present berth on the New York Mirror and 136 newspapers from New York to London, Paris, and Honolulu. Starred currently in Wake Up and Live, Walter reverts to type tonight in playing the part of Hildy Johnson in The Front Page. In the role of Peggy Grant is Josephine Hutchinson, called upon at the last moment to play the part due to the illness of Joan Bennett. Miss Hutchinson brings to our theater the same spirit and talent that flavored her acting on Broadway. From Eva Le Gallion's celebrated civic repertoire, Miss Hutchinson came to Hollywood as a member of Warner Brothers star. Just a few days ago, she signed a long-term contract with Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. James Gleason, after a notable career as actor, writer, and producer, also came to Hollywood from Broadway. Now at RKO Studios, he makes his third appearance on our stage in the role of Walter Burns, managing editor. Our deadline has arrived, and we send tonight's edition to press as the curtain rises on the Lux Radio Theatre presentation of The Front Page, starring Walter Winchell and Josephine Hutchinson with James Gleason. Newspaper office in the city of Chicago. At his desk in the inner sanctum, Walter Burns, the managing editor, talks to one of his staff on the telephone. He's just received a disquieting bit of news, and he pounds the desk violently, sending a shower of papers onto the floor. Don't give me that. He can't quit.
When did he walk out? Why didn't you stop him? Well, you're a help. Well, stop him now. I don't care if he's getting married to the Empress of China. Hildy Johnson works for this sheet and is going to keep on working for it. Listen, Duffy, there's a hanging scheduled for tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. They're hanging Earl Williams at the Cook County Jail. Hildy Johnson has got to cover that hanging for us. And if he doesn't, by heaven, I'll hang you. Now get to work. Find out what he is. Stop the wedding ceremony. Do anything you want. But get Hildy Johnson or I'll kick you from here to Michigan Boulevard and back again. Yes,
Yeah, nice set of points asked for me. Tell her to go dunk his head in the lake. I'm finished, through, and then I walked out.
Oh, Hildy, you really quit.
I promised I would, didn't I?
Yes, darling, but it's almost too good to be true.
Hildy Johnson, ex-newspaper man. That's me, honey. From now on, I'm going to eat my dinners at home. Then afterwards, I'm going to curl up on the radiator with a good book. I'm going to let the other guys hustle for the news. I'll be reading it, and it better be good. Boy, what a life.
Oh, Hildy, we will be happy, won't we?
We can't miss, honey.
We'll be married in New York, darling, just as soon as we get there.
Can't be too soon for me. Geez, I almost forgot. Hey, driver.
Yeah?
Stop at the criminal courts building, Cook County Jail.
Okay.
Hildy, what for?
I gotta say goodbye to the boys, honey.
What boys?
The so-called gentlemen of the press. They'll all be up there covering the hanging and wishing they were home in bed. I gotta give them the horse
But
laugh.
Hildy, we're supposed to be at Cousin Emma's at 7 sharp, and the train leaves at 11:15.
It's all right, baby. Don't you worry about me. You run along to Emma's. I'll be up right away.
Hildy, you'll never get away from them. When you get talking with those friends of yours, Emma will be furious if you don't get there, and so will Mother.
Listen, Peggy, I know what this means to you. You don't think I'd let you down at a time like this, do you? I'll be up at Cousin Emma's before she drags out the cake. And what's more, I'll eat it, too. But I gotta see the boys, Peggy. You understand, don't you? I may never see them again. I hope.
Well, all right, but...
Atta girl. Give us a kiss.
Hildy.
Come on, driver. Get going in there. Okay, I'll take a chance.
Seal me out. I was ahead a minute ago.
All right.
Hello? Press room.
2, 1,
Hildy Johnson?
2,
No, he ain't here.
3,
I said he ain't here. Okay.
Hey, who was that, Wilson?
Burns again, trying to reach Hildy Johnson.
Hello, give me Sheridan 2000.
Hey, Murphy, what is the idea?
Yeah.
Is that the only telephone in the place?
The only one with a mouthpiece on it.
How many times have I got to tell you fellows to leave my phone alone? If you've got to talk to a mouthpiece, go buy one like I did.
Shut up.
Give me Sheridan 2000. I won't shut up. I'm trying to keep this phone clean of germs.
Hey, Bensinger, what is this? A hospital or something?
Oh, look
now,
at
come
this
on, run
drawer.
along.
Look at it. Who put that pie in there? I did, but don't eat it, Bensinger. It's rotten.
All right.
I don't intend to eat it, but I don't intend to let you fellows use my desk as a garbage can.
It's too big a desk anyhow. Takes up too much room.
Okay.
LaSalle, 3400.
Hey, Bensinger, did you see the sheriff?
Oh, why don't you get your own news?
All right. You understand.
Hello, Jake.
You staying here?
This is Bensinger. Yes, here's a new lead on the Earl Williams hanging. Yes,
this, boy?
I just saw the sheriff, yes. He won't move the hanging up a minute. I don't care who he promised. All right, I'll talk to him again, but it's no use. The execution is set for 7 o'clock in the morning. And get this, the condemned man ate a hearty dinner. Yes, mock turtle soup, chicken pot pie, hash brown potatoes, combination salad, and pie a la mode.
Make mine the same.
No, I don't know what kind of pie. Hello, now listen. Give me a rewrite. I said I don't know what kind of pie. I don't know.
Get that.
Very hot stuff. Yes. The doomed man ate a hearty dinner. As follows: noodles soup, roast of beef, chicken potatoes, cranberry sauce, and pie a la mode. Yeah. Peach pie.
Peach pie. It's a good pie.
Peach pie. Oh, shut up, will you? Oh, all right, Jake. Yes. Oh, yes, and one thing more. Dr. Max J. Egelhofer. Yes, Max J. Egelhofer from Vienna. Well, he's going to examine Williams to see if he's sane. No, I don't know when. In an hour or so. I'll let you know. Hold it, Charlie. I just seen the sheriff again. They're going to look for screws in Williams' dome. Yeah, psychologist. Dr. Egelhofer. Wait a minute. Hey, Bensinger. How do you spell that doctor's name? Go and find out. All right, sourpuss. I don't know, Charlie. Spell it any way you want.
Get over there as quick as you can, will you?
Hello, young lazy train.
Hello, Hildy. We heard you quit.
Sure, I quit. Hey, will you look at this guy? Look at Kiss me, Hildy. Let go. Now let go.
He's got a shave and a haircut. Hey, Hildy. It's Walter Burns on the phone.
Tell that phony he knows where he can go.
Will you do me a favor and talk to him? He's called you 9 million times.
What's the matter? Scared of him, Hildy? Yeah, are you? I'll talk to that maniac with pleasure. Give me the phone. Hello, Mr. Burns. What's that, Mr. Burns? Why, your language is shocking, Mr. Burns. Now listen, you big baboon. Get a pencil and paper and take this down. And get it straight, because this is important. It's the Hildy Johnson case. Yeah, the Hildy Johnson case. The next time I see you, I'm going to walk right up to you and hammer on that monkey skull of yours until it rings like a Chinese gong.
Oh,
that's telling it. No, I ain't going to cover any hanging. I wouldn't cover it for you if they held it in the middle of Clark Street. Never mind the oil, Jocko. It won't do you any good this time. Because I'm going to New York, and I'm going to get married. And if you know what's good for you, you'll stay west of Gary, Indiana. A Johnson never forgets. And that, boys, is what they call telling the managing editor. Goodbye forever. Shut up. What'd you quit for, Hildy?
Yeah, we hear you're going to get married.
I'm getting married, all right. See these? 3 tickets to New York.
What do you mean, 3?
Me and my girl and her old lady.
Kind of sudden, David.
What do you want to get married for?
Maybe he's in love.
He's in love, Tootsie.
Hey, when's the wedding, Hildy?
It's in New York, so you guys ain't going to have any fun with it. None of them fake warrants are kidnapping the bride with me.
Everybody's getting that New York bug. It's a rogue town for mine.
I was on a New York paper once. Say you might as well work in a bay.
Which one of them journals are you going to work for?
None of them. Who wants to work on a newspaper?
What are you going in for, the movies?
I am not. Publishing office. 150 smackers a week.
Yeah?
Here's the contract. I was just waiting to get it down in black and white before I took a powder and brain.
And his burn sore.
That rotten snake brain. The ungrateful ape. Call me a traitor. A traitor. After 10 years of sweating my pants off for practically nothing. Traitor to what? What did he or anybody else in the newspaper business ever do for me? Except try to make a bum out of me. Says you can't quit without notice. What does he think I am, a hired girl? Why, one more waiting, I'd have gone over there and busted him right on his Durante.
Hey, why didn't you tell a fellow you were going to quit?
And have Burns hear about it? I've always wanted to quit. Just like that. I've been planning this for 2 months. Packed up everything yesterday. So did my girl, furniture and everything.
You're going to miss a swell hanging, Hildy.
Yeah, you can have it. I'm a businessman now.
I got a dumb brother went in for business. He's got 7 kids and a mortgage. And belongs to a country club. He never gets worse every year. Just a fathead.
Listen to who's talking. Journalists. Peeking through keyholes. Running after fire engines like a lot of coach dogs. Waking people up in the middle of the night to ask them what they think of Mussolini. A lot of daffy Badinskis borrowing nickels from office boys. And for what? So 1 million nitwits and their wives will know what's going on. What's that?
They're stretching the rope for Earl Williams.
Yeah, making it nice and soft.
I don't believe that guy ever did shoot that cop.
He don't look like he's got enough brains to pull a trigger.
Whether he did or not, he's hanging high in the morning.
Well, I gotta beat it. So long, you mug.
Hold that door, Kruger.
Can't do that, Hildy.
Now, wait a minute.
It's your last night, Hildy. We got to celebrate.
Nothing doing. I gotta go
Don't
up
be
my
a heel.
Yes, don't be a heel.
I'm not a heel.
You are so a heel.
Sure, walking out on us and us the losers.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about all the dough you lifted around here playing poker.
That's right. You got to give us a chance to get it back.
Yeah. Are you kidding?
You won it, didn't you?
Sure, but what's the idea?
Then sit down. Don't let him out, Kruger.
Pull a walk out on us after taking our
Well, all right, you dirty tramps. I'll play only for a half an hour.
Half an hour.
Only a half an hour, and I hope I trim the pants off you.
Ante up, boys.
About $7
Hey,
now.
where are those sandwiches?
Hey,
come on, Hildy, come on. Stop looking at your watch.
Listen, fellas, I gotta go. No fooling.
Hey, sandwiches.
Oh, come on. Well, hello, Sheriff. Hi.
Yelling up here.
That was me, Sheriff. Sit down and take a hand.
You can have my place.
Oh, no, you don't,
Pinky.
Hildy. Sit down.
Now listen, boys, listen. You gotta be quiet. There's a man over there in the death house. How do you suppose he feels listening to all this revelry?
A lot you care how he feels.
Keep your shirt on, Pinky.
Wait a minute, you. I don't want to hear any more of that Pinky stuff. I got a name, see? Peter B. Hartman.
What's the matter with Pinky?
He's all right.
Who's all right?
Stop now, honest boys. What's the idea of hanging a name like that on me? Pinky Hartman. How's that going to look to the voters?
Now, never mind the voters. What about moving the execution up to 5 o'clock so we can all make the city edition?
Yeah,
That's a good idea. How about it, Pinky? Come on, be a good guy. will you?
Now, that's kind of raw. You can't hang a fellow in his sleep just to please a newspaper.
No, but you can reprieve him twice, so the hanging will come 3 days before election, so you can run the law and order ticket. You can do that all right, don't you?
I had nothing whatsoever to do with these reprieves. That was entirely up to the governor.
Oh, yeah? Well, how do we know there won't be another reprieve tonight?
There won't be.
No? What about that doctor? Suppose he finds Williams insane or something.
He won't find he's insane because he isn't.
Even if he was, you'd hang him to get the vote.
Now, boys. Now, easy now.
I know you.
Now,
He's going to look 'em over in my office in a couple of minutes, and then you'll know all about it.